All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Flea, I love the energy, but you cannot yell those profanities in the first 7 or 10 seconds of the YouTube video. So once I hit the button, you hold on to it, and then you get back. Boom. Let's see how good of an actor you are. Action.
Nigga came in here fronting the other day. Nigga came in here fronting the other day. Had the stocking cap on, had the ends on. Came in here fronting on us. Quickly back to Einstein all ball. That's my brother. I missed you. What's up, OG?
They'll be done again soon.
I think I like it. That's hate. You know that's hate. That's all hate. That's all hate.
That's all I know is hate, brother. I already know. I'm used to that, man. You know what I mean? What's good, though?
I'm good. I'm happy to be back.
Yes, sir.
Anudi 25, my brother. Good to see you. I ain't gonna fuck the bag up. Chill. I ain't gonna try not to.
I know I asked Anudi if they're Dominican, because that is mad Dominican. I nailed it.
And nailed it.
Yeah, please. 25. Yeah, I
know how to count all the way up to 100. Don't play with me.
Come on, man. Come on, man. So 25th in the Bronx? There's no 25th in the Bronx. Unless you count 225th or something like that. Where you from up there, man? Yeah. Oh boy, you ain't rocking with the Africanos? What happened? You ain't find your...
Nah, what?
I don't know. You got the Afro puffs going on, rough and tough with the Afro puffs.
OG say y'all niggas stop talking about my hair. Don't talk about my hair no more.
Nah, don't listen, because you ain't got nothing to say. Don't try to throw it on me. Talk about the Afro puffs. Listen, do your job, nigga. Yeah, fuck out of here.
Do your job, nigga.
We live.
The fucking biggest job. Nigga said, do your job, nigga.
Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas think y'all slick.
Yo, OG back. Nigga said, do your job, nigga.
Listen, I gotta activate him somehow. He too cool. I hate when he's too cool. Too cool and pink over there. We're gonna get you out. Yeah.
Chilling.
I had to jump. I had to try to jump on him real fast. Yeah. Too cool over there.
Listen.
What was enough?
I didn't know what was going on with y'all talking the Bronx Dominican thing. Listen, I don't know what was going on over there, but you gotta be careful nowadays, man. Listen.
Bronx Dominican.
I got you, man. If it was trouble, I'd be like, yo, hold on. Logging off. I'm sorry.
Oh, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite. Yeah, y'all see, we added 2 more words to the beautiful lady. Darlene Bryant is in the building. Darlene Bryant, good evening, baby.
Darlene B, what up, baby? The biggest is back.
Hold on, Wise Tomato. Jesus Christ.
Who is this?
I don't know. Wise Tomato. He just
Wise Tomato. You get tomatoes thrown at your ass.
Yeah.
What he said?
He said, well, Knicks ain't winning jack.
Oh,
heard you.
He might be. He might be right.
Heard you.
Hold on. We got.
There she go.
The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the magnificent. Tori B is in the building. Tori B, what up, baby?
La Tori B, what up?
The ladies of All Ball TV is in the building.
I tried to catch you in traffic over the weekend, baby. I ain't catch you in traffic. Side. Tried to catch you in traffic. I ain't seen you in traffic.
Watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself, bro.
My fault, G. My bad, big dog. My fault. Slow down. Slow down, please. Slow down, please. Slow down.
What they say, you getting besides yourself, brother.
You getting besides yourself.
When an old nigga hit you with that walk off, man, nigga ready to kill you, man. Young fella, you get beside yourself. You know what?
What's that, OG? When the OG suck his, Getting beside yourself.
Certain thing, when nigga take the toothpick out of his mouth and start addressing you, just walk off. And certain mannerisms, leave them old heads alone. Ho, ho, ho. I can't. Does that say
Grape Tea News?
Huh?
Grape Tea
News. Big shout out to you. It's an avatar, so I really don't know, you know.
Yeah, the Abby is throwing you off. Just slow that. Like you told me, slow that. We don't know.
You see
Grape Tea. Let us know.
We don't know. We don't know.
Tea. Let us know if you want the proper introduction, and if not, you know, we slide. What you say? We slide right out of the way.
You see how excited we get when we see the ladies in the building. I realized it was Avatar, so I don't know what's going on. But big shout out to you.
I get excited for all of our family. You ain't getting me divorced on this screen, old boy. The hell are you talking about? We's a lot of people, big dog.
Yo, OG, I'm telling you, he ever get jammed up, he blaming you and me. He not gonna take it on the arm. He gonna be like,
"Yes, please, girl."
You see what I'm saying?
Both of them? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, OG? That's nasty.
Big shout out to
Danny
everybody.
V. What up, Danny V?
Yo, hold on.
See? You see?
Told you. See?
We gotta slow down.
Grape Tea, listen, I appreciate you being honest. That's
being honest, big dog. We appreciate you, man. You know, we're visual creatures, right? So we seen something and we started acting different.
Who let the dogs out? Your man, who let your man barking over there? Uptown love.
Look at Tory B. Tory B. Stupid.
He said, OG. Oh.
Oh shit.
Listen, all that tells me is we keep it real. We'll get right into it. You're a homeboy already hating. It's now or never. You see the thumbnail. Shout out to FYF Sports. Enough is enough. We left y'all a couple of days off. We back at it. New York Knickerbockers. It's now or never. Championship or bust, all ball? We mentioned the Knicks, Flea. You know what that means.
Knicks rehab.
Knicks rehab, y'all. Don't bully me. I can't. I'm still in transition. I'm still unpacking. You know how it is. It takes a week to unpack from a weekend. Don't bully me right now. I don't have them handy. Sorry.
First of all, I know when and where to create, to, you know, push and pull. Okay. I know when to request.
Jump off. Get out of here, OG. Get off the screen. It's crazy.
I know when to request the glasses, my brother.
That was crazy, OG. He gonna go right past it. He's not even gonna acknowledge his mistakes. He's not.
Listen. I already told you I'm 42.
42. There you go. We ain't heard that in a while.
Yo, old boy, I'm starting to get. Flea's not at this age yet. I don't even remember how old I am. This should be crazy. I'll be like, yo,
how old you are on the street? You're gonna be like, damn, what year was I born?
82. Okay, 2025 minus 82. It's not November yet. I'm 42. That's how I mean that's how I just did it right now. Oh boy.
When the last time you had a party for your birthday, OG? When the last time you had a party or celebration for your birthday? Don't tell me no.
I don't do that
because you had it. When's the last time?
Honestly, never, bro.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I got a method behind my madness. Like, I'm not really with the fake love, the fake bullshit, bro. All that should be fake, bro.
Okay.
So I mean, you know, I would rather, you know, get together with close family and friends or something like that. But as far as like, I don't be doing that shit, bro.
Paying for niggas to have a good time, right? Or for you, paying for niggas down. We cool.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But for my 50th, it might go down. It might go down.
So that's why I'm asking. I was going somewhere with this. So
for the 50th, niggas might have to meet me in Vegas, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. For the 50th,
I like that.
Meet me in Vegas,
I like that.
And I might drink some champagne. You know I don't drink. I make it to
a
50, God willing.
Champagne.
Meet me in
Vegas.
Vegas.
Made it to 50?
It's going down.
You made it to 50? Yeah. Low champagne.
Going down. Half 100.
Little toke of the marijuana smoke.
Nah, he can't do
Little
that.
toke.
No.
Mind your business. You got to mind your business.
You are way too. Listen, you do that. No. And first of all, it's not champagne. Champagne sounds like a Colombian drug lord. Champagne. Number one.
Champagne.
Number two. The real question is, will these damn Knicks be popping the champagne this year, old boy? You asked us. Now or never. Is it do or die? Is this the year that the Knicks better win? Because if not, I'll drop a different kind of bomb. It's over. Blow it up. What's on your mind, man? Stressing us out in the group chat.
I'm gonna say this to all my Knicks people. Y'all may not like it, but if we don't win a championship this year, we may not never win. I think it's now or never. Y'all can roll your eyes. Y'all will have your opportunity. Listen, I come to grips with this year. For some reason, it just seems like our odds keep getting better and better and better. Halliburton goes down. They get rid of Turner. Tatum goes down. You see what Boston's doing. They get rid of Porzingis. Now we know with Philly and B probably would never be healthy for his career. Paul George is out for a certain amount of time. So those are three of the top teams that we would have to battle with to advance. Milwaukee, Dame is not there. Like I said, Giannis, we don't know what's going on with that. For me, this is the opportunity. We have a new coach that a lot of people is ecstatic for. A lot of people agreed Tibbs wasn't the guy. Some disagreed, but that's another story. We got help on the bench now. Clarkson and the Frenchman. Now we have Mitchell Robinson healthy for a full season. Guys have the chemistry now that Flea always talks about, playing together for a full season. It's now or never. I don't know what people expect, but if we don't win this year, I don't see us winning. Seriously, I'm not trying to be funny. I think this is it. The path, it just keeps getting better and better and better, smoother, easier and easier. Like I said, it's three teams that we don't have to worry about at all. The only teams we have to worry about is Cleveland, Orlando, and to a certain extent, maybe Detroit, as far as being a tough out like this season that just passed in the playoffs. But for us to narrow it down to maybe two teams to worry about to get to the finals, and now we have a full roster with a good bench. If we don't get it this season, I don't know when we will or if we will ever. I honestly think the pressure is for real. We have to win now. We have to win now. You can't make all these changes. You can't fire Tibbs how you fired them and expect not to win a championship. The Knicks, our Knicks, I think is now or never. Because I don't see the path getting easier than this. Just think about it. We don't have to deal with Boston. You don't have to deal with Indiana. You don't have to deal with Philly. Cleveland is for SARS. We already know what that's about. We snack and wax them every time. So, if we don't do it this season, what makes you think we're going to do it when these teams that's hurt or injured comes back fully healthy and makes the moves that they need to make to get back, into the playoff and championship race? For me, it's now or never. We have to win right now. Mike Brown is under a lot of pressure. Brunson, Cat. If we don't win now, we might not never win a championship because I don't see it being this easy ever again. Like the Lord, I don't know when he's just dropping it. Go ahead, y'all. So for me, I Flea, man. If we don't win this season, me as a diehard Knicks fan my whole life, we may not never win, bro. And before I let Flea cook, we watch cities win. If you would have told me however many years ago, cities and teams like OKC, Denver, and Milwaukee would win a championship before my Knicks, I'd have bet the house on it. It's now or never, y'all. We have to win this season. If we don't win this season, it's a great possibility we'll never win a championship.
Flea, our brother, woke up on the wrong side. Actually, that's the usual side for all ball. The pessimist, the panicker, self-proclaimed. What do you think of these words, the worrisome words from the great all ball himself? The Knicks need to win this year. It's now or never. Blow this thing up if we don't win.
I don't know if he said blow this thing up. I think you add in that sauce. So we'll address that once we're done. If we don't win, is Fabian advocating for blowing this shit up? You have to answer that question when we're done. But OG just says something that I think he's missing the piece. And as his brother, we always got to add and help him complete the thought. And so he said Milwaukee, Denver, OKC. If he had to bet that house, because he's a betting man, he slowed down a little bit, but he's a betting man. If he would place those bets, he would bet on the Knicks. But at the same time, those three teams that he named, all three of them have MVPs on their team. Multiple time MVPs on their team.
No, Fleet. No. Real quick before I let you finish. My point was before they had those great players, I'm saying I would never think those cities would be able to get a championship before New York.
I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that.
So that's what I meant.
Wholeheartedly. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So then, still to my point, if you add that, right, to those teams, they win, right? Most teams that have MVP level players, they find a way to seal the deal and win a championship. The Knicks haven't had that. The Knicks haven't had that in a very long time. Trivia. What is the last MVP for the New York Knicks? Somebody tell me in the comments. My brothers, leave that alone, because we going back to Gimpy Willis, right, at this point. So what I'm saying is we don't have, and we've never had the type of players it takes to win a championship. This is the first time in a long time where our roster is blowing us away as fans, giving cause to pause for teams getting ready for us, right? This is a hell of a roster. I just don't think that if we don't win this year, that puts us in a position to never be able to win. Like I said, we watching a period in the NBA where we've never seen before. All of us been watching the NBA for a very long time. Nobody in the comments, none of my OG, y'all are my big brothers. Y'all have never seen this. So for a moment in history that is just like brand new, I think it's good to be on that side of history, meaning every time you go into a new season, somebody else got a crack at this thing. It ain't like going into every season, it's a foregone conclusion that Golden State is going to win. Foregone conclusion that the Chicago Bulls are going to win. Foregone conclusion that the Celtics, that LA, that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that team is what we grew up on. This is very different. This climate, it's hard to prognosticate and speculate on shit like that. How do you do that when these teams ain't shit? A lot of these teams ain't shit. They win, but we used to put a lot of sauce on the team that do it again. Y'all know my saying. Okay, you won a championship, back to back it. Let's back to back this shit. And some niggas could do it and other teams can't do it. And so I just don't think that disqualifies the Knicks this year. Is OG absolutely right? Easy path, right? Easy path. She's just gift wrapping it. Y'all know what I want. She just gift wrapping it. She just gift wrapping it. You just gotta walk up to it and do what you do.
She's gift wrapping.
And so
I just the box for me. What's wrong with it?
It's gift wrapped. She left the door unlocked. She's dressed properly. Glass of water it's there. Just come in and get to it. So all I'm saying is that's what the Knicks have right now. They got a golden opportunity to let's get to it. Let's get to it. So I don't take that, OG, but I think we got to slow walk this thing. What is Mike Brown going to look like the first 20 games? I know that's a concern for you. What does he look like
20
in the first 2 months of the season? Wait, what he said? What he said?
You said the first 20 games. Now, how you gonna look the first 5 to 10 games? Nigga,
first 5 games, right?
He just Scooby-Doo.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we might need to slow walk this thing. You know what I'm saying? We might need to slow. I know we got high expectations. Philly, suspect. Celtics, suspect. Milwaukee, suspect. Cleveland, they don't get it done in the playoffs. We could rattle their cage. Suspect. We could rattle their cage. Detroit, they're getting better, but we took them out. Orlando, what does Orlando look like this year? I don't know. After that, though, I don't trust any other team in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta, get them the fuck out. Y'all know how I feel about Trae Young and his leadership. Get them out. Not a winning player. Get them out. No other team is going to be a threat unless some blockbuster trade happens. But I don't want to put us in a position that if this time next year we here and we talking about going into season 2 with Mike Brown and we devoid of a championship, that don't give us an opportunity. That's the only piece that I don't agree with OG. I think we got a great path to it. I just don't think if it doesn't happen this year, that kills our chances.
I think that's the only part about it, but that's, Senor Hyperbolic himself, all ball.
Oh, my nigga Rodolfo's here? Where Rodolfo at? It's like saying my nigga name.
The connect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only part that I disagree with. But everything else, I think all ball spot on. Flea always says this. I'm going to use your words against you, against your own point right now, this very second.
What you got for me?
There's levels, number one, and take steps. Indiana Pacers were in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 seasons ago. They made it to the finals. I was just talking to my man, my former shout out to you, Murray. Hold on. If Tyrese Halliburton isn't hurt, that series is a lot different. All ball better start putting some more strength on my man's name. Totally different series if Tyrese Halliburton is not hurt. That doesn't happen without the Pacers taking those steps that you spoke to, Flea, that you always speak to. The New York Knicks cannot go into next season thinking that they cannot make the championship, number one. You have to make the championship. The way we fired Tom Thibodeau. The way I played the Rock's music when we fired Tom Thibodeau. Yes, if that was the move, you have to make the championship because you gave it a 5-year window. You cannot go backwards. We passed the second round. I didn't even expect to do that. I wasn't even trying to give us pressure for Eastern Conference Championship, but all ball was doing that all season long. And now I'm saying you can't make that move and not think championship by firing Tom Thibodeau. And you saying Mike Brown's going to be the one that alleviates us of the issue of playing the bench guys. Pacomi Dadier is looking great. I don't know how to pronounce these people's names, Flea. You're going to have to help me. Our guy, Gorshan, it ain't just him. Date. A lot of guys, I don't know their damn names, but they look good.
Mohamed Diawara. My son, Mohamed Diawara. Looking like Pascal Siakam 2.0. My son looking good. Where's he at? Play him.
And look, off of 2 weeks of Summer League, that's what we do with Summer League players. So we cannot be mad at all ball to put pressure on the professional
still not
team.
A pro?
Huh?
You niggas don't want to address that. We talk about that later. We ain't got to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about his summer, 2 of 30, whatever the hell he's been doing. But the
last
guys,
3 games, go look at Tyler Coleman's numbers.
Exactly.
Last 3 games.
And look who's getting excited off of Summer League games. But all ball cannot ask and push and demand a championship from this team, a championship appearance. He's absolutely right. We are the hype city. This is why over here, if you do it, if you win it, it's better than anywhere else. Yeah, we putting pressure on your ass. Because yesterday we were talking about how Kawhi and the Clippers get no smoke, no pressure, no nothing, because you ain't here. If y'all old ass expendables were at the Garden, we'd be torturing y'all every day. Y'all better be in the gym. I don't want to see you on social media. I don't want to see no Paul George on the podcast. If he was none of that. The roommate shit, I'm so glad I haven't seen one hint of it. I'm 1,000% ecstatic about the fact that I think I seen Josh Hudson. I got a phone call from Michael Brown. I just swerved right past it. I don't want to hear none of y'all talk. Yeah, surgery on his finger. Oh, thanks for the update, Josh. Where you gonna be in the gym? Don't care about none of that. You coming off the bench? You gonna give us a problem? They shipped that Julius Randle up out of here because he was giving us problems because we trying to make a championship. You said Randle was a problem. You said Thibodeau was a problem, right? And now Mike Brown's going to resolve everything. So, boy, I 1,000% agree with you. We have to make the championship. You don't make these moves unless you're trying to get that Larry O'Brien in the casa. I didn't think I would agree with you, old boy, but you talked me right into it, man.
You got to, people really got to understand, we have an opportunity to, have one of the greatest seasons in Knicks history. The way the path is just laid out for us. Think about it. Right now, we have the best player in the East in Jalen Brunson. And then we may have the second or third best player in the East in Cat due to Halliburton and B and Jason Tatum being injured. We should be able to win 60 games this season. We should be in, what? Listen, we have to win now. Yeah, I'm a panicker. But at the end of the day, we don't see this happen every season. Well, half of the conference is injured, and you ain't got to worry about to deal with. We ain't got to deal with the juggernaut Boston Celtics. So for me, the way things be going for our Knicks and for our city, if you don't take advantage of the opportunity and you miss out on this, like I told y'all, we missed out last season. We blamed it on Tibbs. We got rid of Tibbs, so now it's no excuse. In our minds, we have a better coach. Okay, cool. We didn't have a bench. We add Clarkson and the Frenchman. All of us complain about how great Mitchell Robinson is, but he stays injured. Well, now he's here for a whole season. There should be no excuse. If we are not in the finals, competing for a championship, Fabian, you said something in the beginning of your talk. Pieces will have to be moved. Pieces will have to be moved. Yeah, you said if we don't win, you blow it up. We may have to blow it up. Seriously. If we don't win, guys like Cat, Britt, everybody now is up for grabs. I'm sorry. The only person that might be secure is Brunson. He saved us $100 million. He's the captain. I get it. But there should be no excuse this season. None. When it comes to the Eastern Conference, we should be at the top of the list when it comes to who's winning the championship coming out the East. Who's going to be representing the Eastern Conference in the championship? It should be by far the Knicks. Nobody else should be close, bro. Seriously. If we struggle this season and don't win up to 60 games, I'm going to go crazy. Seriously. So for me, Fabian, really, it's now or never. We have to realize that if we don't win now, we may go another however many years. We all may be dead and gone. It's still to win a championship. Bro, we have to get the job done now. We have to. If we don't get it done now, listen, you said it correctly. You can't fire Tibbs like that. You can't make the moves you made and don't compete for a championship. And the Pacers showed us OKC wasn't unbeatable. OKC wasn't Goliath. Come on, bro. That's why everybody laughed at me. Bro, we get there, you have a chance. Nobody, including, we all said Indiana might win one game. They was in game 7 with a hurt Halliburton. In the way that series looked, if Halliburton don't get injured in that first quarter, OKC ass was in trouble on the road. So for me, I'm super serious. The path doesn't get laid pause like this. You have to take advantage of it. I'm going to say it again. No Tatum, no Halliburton, no Embiid. I'm not worried about Cleveland. Yeah, Orlando and Detroit is good, but we're the better team, the more experienced team. Listen, like Flea said, fuck Atlanta, fuck Trae Young. even though they're a good team, they made some good upgrades. But if we don't do it now, when are we gonna do it? And I agree. I would love to ask Flea this. Flea, if we don't win a championship, or we at least in the finals, competitive, 6-7 games, close games where it goes down to the wire, and we lose to like one of them juggernauts in the West, do we blow it up? What changes do you think? God, I'm sorry.
No, I say no. I say you don't blow it up. Obviously, you make tweaks, but you don't blow it up. I understand this is like we doing these things to get to the path of a championship. But I see a lot of people in the comments. I see my two brothers on here. Why the fuck are y'all so confident in Mike Brown? We made a coaching change. Y'all. Why the fuck are y'all so confident that this nigga's gonna walk into Madison Square Garden, lead us to 60 games, and be in the finals by June? Why y'all? What makes y'all so confident that that's gonna happen? Nothing about him as a coach, nothing about what we do, nothing about him says that that's gonna happen. Nothing about it. So it sound good. It's the path to a championship. All these teams look suspect, and we walking in looking real good, looking like the better team. But this is the perfect time for them to shit the bed because we walking around too confident. We walking around thinking we own Detroit. We got to beat them again. We don't own Cleveland. We got to beat them again. We didn't even see them last season. Nothing about Mike Brown. Nothing about his history. Nothing about his recent history. Nothing about it tells me that this is going to be any different than Tom Thibodeau until I see it on the court. So that's why it's hard for me to say, oh, if we don't make the championship, that the window is closed. I don't even know if we got the right coach right now.
But I think that's totally fair what you said, and all three of us agree about Mike Brown. We don't know if he's a championship coach, but that does not mean that you ain't getting this championship style smoke. Yes, the hell you are. You're gonna be walking through these streets, and we're gonna be talking to you like this, Michael, just like that. You ain't Coach Brown until you get down and busy with something that we are respecting out here. Like you said, Flea, as much as all ball disagrees, Tom Thibodeau did lay down a foundation that you had to respect him, unless you are all ball. But Mike Brown, we don't know about him, but we have to set the expectations. Championship, bro. The finals is the next step. Like all ball just said, the fact that the Pacers were showing everybody, oh, OKC is young. Let's not forget, they are beatable. Y'all could do this too. We win the Eastern Conference Finals the year before. Star player gets hurt, and we didn't get there. Karl Anthony Towns and these guys, like you said, Flea, that was 1 year together. Now we need another year. What did y'all do to show each other that you can play on the same team and get to the next level? Can Mike Brown do that? Of course, these are questions that we have, but those questions cannot exist, cannot be asked without the championship question. You have to ask that. There's no way 2 seasons from now we're going to say be okay with another Eastern Conference Finals appearance or less. So forget about if we make the championship respectable or we're competing for a championship. Anything less than arriving in the finals this season, barring injury, is a failure. It has to be considered a failure.
It's a unique situation because our lovely Tory B is telling us that everybody starts from zero, which is absolutely right. Mike Brown, you're not walking into a situation that is at zero. We're not at zero. You're not walking through the door and this is a project. You're not walking through the door and Sacramento ain't made the playoffs in 17 years. That's not the situation you're walking into when you're going to get some cachet to say, okay, we got to figure this thing out. No, the Knicks was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, 2 games away from the finals. Don't walk into here thinking that we got to give them a chance to figure some shit out. Nah, this is a ready-made thing. Is Mike Brown the guy? That's my question. So I got to give pushback on that. Tory B and everybody else in the comments, this ain't zero. This is a unique situation. And like we all said, I think I was big on it. This is the biggest hire in the history of this team. If we think this is the best chance we have for a championship, that was the most important hire. And you hired fucking Mr. Potato. What the fuck? Like, all right, we'll see what he does.
Mr. Potato Head is crazy. Hey, Maria knows best. I never met you before. I never seen you on here on these channels.
That comment don't mean that comment let me know she don't know too much, but we love you.
Said y'all not beating, I'm blind. Y'all not beating Orlando, Detroit, Cleveland. Big shout out to Maria's knows best. But you wrong as hell, Maria. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell you talking about. We smoking them niggas boots. And subscribe. And when these games happen, put it on the line, baby. Whatever you want to bet. We smoking them niggas boots. But big shout out to Maria knows best. That picture looking kind of all right, too. You know, hey?
Slow down with the pictures, man. We walked into some
Avatar
bullshit.
too?
I don't
the
know.
fucking name is Maria, man. Lord have mercy. Big shout. But yeah, she bugging. I don't know what she talking about.
Check the neck. Check the neck.
But hold on. All seriousness, right? Because I can't really see the chat. And y'all are saying that Tory B said we started from zero. See, this is what we not going to do.
No, let's be accurate. Tory B said every coach starts from zero. You're not a championship coach until you win a championship. Okay. Let's quote it right. We gonna quote it right.
Right, but whoever was going to be the coach, which we now know is Mike Brown, is nowhere near starting from zero. And then you see all the injuries from the top teams. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. I'm going to be honest. This is going to sound a little crazy. If we don't get to the finals.
All right. Go New York. Go New York.
You know where I'm going, right? If we don't get to the finals, if everybody is healthy and the Knicks is not in the finals, I'm firing Mike Brown. I'm going to say it again. If everybody stays healthy and we are not in the finals and we don't win 60 plus games, I'm firing Mike Brown. Straight up. And literally, y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can say I'm crazy. But you know what, Flea? You know what I always say. 99.9% I'm wrong and crazy. But that little other percentage when I'm right, y'all don't give me my props. There should be no excuse that we are not talking Knicks rehab in the fucking finals this season. No Halliburton, no Tatum, no Embiid, no Paul George. Fuck about no Cleveland or Atlanta. Fuck about no Detroit or Orlando. They ain't got the captain. They ain't got the best shooting three big man in the motherfucking NBA ever. They ain't got the Swiss Army knife, the guy y'all all love, Josh Hart. They ain't got the wing defenders. They ain't got Clark. Come on, bro. Cut the jokes. Let's talk for real. If we are not in the finals, I'm advocating get that nigga out of here. Y'all heard it here first.
Clearly,
Fabian, you haven't spoken. Go ahead, Fabian. I'm gonna let you cook. I had
to. No. Your nostrils went up and your chin. What is that about? What was that? What was those comments? Those souffle comments you had?
Got a question. Just one word answers, man. Because I know we if I could show y'all our group chat, it's way better than this which y'all watching right here. Way better. So let me stay on task. Because OG said we got to stay on task. Let me stay on task. Yes or no? That's all I need. Nick Nurse. Was Nick Nurse a great coach or a good coach? Come on, fellas. Y'all got to work with me. Great coach, good coach.
I say good. It's yet to be proven. I say good.
He's okay. He's okay.
Okay. Frank Vogel.
He's all right.
Same thing. He's
I
cool.
said good or great. Good or great.
Okay, good.
I don't even know if he's good, to be honest. Neither.
Mike Budenholzer.
Neither.
Not good or great.
I've never liked him.
Neither.
Neither. Got it. Steve Kerr.
Great.
Mike Malone.
Good.
He's good. He good. I give him good.
Joe Mazzulla.
He's good.
I give him good. No, hold on. Mazzulla. Hold on. Wait, Mazzulla, that's my guy in Boston.
Yes.
He's great. I give him great.
Okay. And then lastly, Mark Daigneault.
He's at a high. I give him great.
Okay. You like? I know you like him a lot, baby. I know you like him a lot.
Who is that?
That is the coach for the OKC Thunder. That's the OKC coach, right? I'm gonna just ask y'all real quick.
Who that?
Real quick. We named all those guys, right? I named them in order. Those are all the guys that won championships over the last 7 years, right? Mike Brown, as good as any of those guys. Any of the guys we just named over the last 7 seasons. Is he as good or better than any of those guys?
The only two coaches I would take over him is probably Steve Kerr and maybe the guy that the young man you just said, because he just won a championship. So I got to give him credit, excuse me, and props for that, even though he had a stacked roster, but that's neither here nor there. But I think besides Steve Kerr and the OKC head coach, I think Mike Brown is better than them other niggas. Honestly.
Better than Nurse.
I wouldn't say Nurse. I wouldn't say
better than Nurse, better than Vogel, better than Budenholzer, better than Malone. Okay.
I think Nurse is better than Malone. I think Nurse is like what he did for Joel Embiid is not talked about enough. How he got him to buy in. He won with Toronto, obviously. But they beat Giannis and them. They had a stacked team, and those are two different styles with what he had with. So I don't think Nick Nurse is. I know Philly's down on him, but he's having bad luck over there. He had bad luck with the Raptors. Mike Brown, to me, I don't think that much of Mike Malone. He's another loudmouth. Like Tibbs, in terms of basketball coach. And when I see him in person on the press conference, he's amazing. He shits on LeBron. I love it. He's a New Yorker. I love it. But we talking about coaching, being real. I can separate whether I like you or not and whether you do a good job or not. And I don't think he does a great job. That coach got him in 7 games against the OKC championship team in this year's playoffs without the full roster or whatever it was. They didn't have Jamal Murray at all cylinders. So that coach, who is that?
Adelman's son.
Adelman's son. How far? So Mike Malone isn't really looking that impressive in the light to me. And he was dragging Russell Westbrook out there the same way we were dragging, Josh Hart for 48 minutes. So there's certain things about him that remind us of Tibbs and what takes from good to great. Again, it's not just championship because we don't think much of Budenholzer. I just think Mike Brown has a lot to prove. And he shouldn't escape the championship pressure just because we start at 0, just because of whatever excuse you want to throw out there, whatever reason you want to throw out there. Excuse me. Nah, it's New York City. We got an MVP caliber dude in Brunson. We had a Cap being an MVP for a month. So OG's coming back. Hopefully he works on his game. We got other guys, these rookie guys. I'm so excited to see how if we finally have a coach with some talent out here. That's the other thing. He plays these guys. Mike Malone doesn't do that. Nick Nurse plays all these players. Mike Daigneault plays his guys. Steve Kerr has issues with Kuminga and a lot of young stuff. The Warriors fan base does. They do push back on that. They do push back on
Kerr was going 10, 11 deep when he had to.
True.
True.
All season. Correct. Thank you, Fleet.
Right.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yep. Absolutely. Kerr will go on his bench. I think we forget Nurse won a championship in 2019, and obviously Kawhi comes in, so that's a completely different team. That's a way better team than I think people give credit to for that Toronto team. But then people forget Embiid wins the MVP under him. Like Embiid's been under a few different head coaches and hasn't been able to maximize his talent. He won an MVP under this dude. So only reason I asked y'all that is because I wanted to see how high y'all were on Mike Brown, how high, the people in the comments, appreciate everybody that's tapped in, like how high everybody is on Mike Brown. Because I'm not very high on him, but I wanted to see where he ranked. And if you're saying that only Kerr and Daigneault for OG,
and probably Joe Mazzulla, and I can break that down if you want me to.
No, I'm going to get a floor back to you because if those are the only 3 that y'all feel are better than Mike Brown, then maybe we did make the right hire. I don't know. But go ahead, go, OG.
Well, for me, when I started on social media, I think I started around the time Milwaukee played Phoenix in the finals. And I've said this for years. And I don't even know if I could go way back to that post, but I said, this is the first time I watch an NBA team win a championship with a bad head coach. I never liked him as a head coach. A lot of these coaches, they win their championship and then they struggle for the duration of however many years they're still coaching. The only ones that's been consistent is Missoula and Steve Kerr. We now yet to see what the young man in OKC is going to do, right? But the other guys, after they won that championship, what happened? They right back in the dirt. So for me, that's what makes me say, okay, Mike Brown, he can be just as good if we're going to do that. To me, them dudes is not special. I'm sorry. Yeah, they have a championship, but the circumstances in which they won them championships, Flea, you just said it. The ball, like you said, listen, it was wrapped up ready for him. Bro, you get Kawhi Leonard to go to your team. You got the fucking Joker. Let's be realistic. Frank Vogel with the bubble. Like we got to call it what it is. So for me, I'm not going to say those guys aren't good coaches, but do I think they're that much better than Mike Brown? And I'm not a Mike Brown fanatic, but Mike Brown can coach. But what those guys did after they won the title, they ain't do jack shit. So how good of a coach are you really? So that's how I kind of look at it. That's why I say Missoula and Kerr for sure, because they sustained their success. We see what Kerr did in Golden State. Boston due to injury, but we see the trajectory they on. They was talked about as far as being damn near the best team ever, especially the way they shoot the three ball. So for me, I'm not in love with Mike Brown. And I agree with everybody as far as Mike Brown has to prove a lot, but I don't think those other guys are that much better than Mike Brown as a coach. To me, them guys, I think they all over the hill and all overrated. That's why a lot of motherfuckers is not succeeding today.
And also, Flea, what holds me back maybe so painting with a broad brush, all these little a small detail. You know how I hated Harrison Barnes taking the game-winning shot attempt against the Golden State Warriors. Mike Brown not realizing that. But you still had the number 2 seed.
What did Harrison shoot that night? What did Harrison shoot that night?
He was like 3 of 11. I just made that up.
I'm gonna check.
No, I just made that. Up.
You know I'm gonna check. You know I'm gonna fucking check. I left it alone. I want to know. Why would he think Harrison's gonna hit a shot? Was he hot that night? I don't know.
I don't think he was, and it's just him in that moment. I never trusted him, and I get you want to trust somebody, but that was that stupid old school mentality that I never liked about coaches. And then even with the last time, this is the last 2 times I think had the most pressure on him. And even being with the Lakers, that stands out. After 5 games, you get fired. You couldn't convince Kobe to be like, yo, listen, Kobe, what did you do to not convince him? And then the other part was you win the championship with LeBron. How come Ty Lue found a way to motivate LeBron, even when LeBron was killing Golden State? He told him, yo, you ain't doing enough. And LeBron pouting and walked out the room, and James Jones was like, yo, you said you wanted the coach to challenge you, right? He's challenging you. So Ty Lue figuring that out, and Mike Brown, I don't know if he can communicate these things to our players. I'm very skeptical about this. Like these things are the things that I'm going to watch. So yeah, I love that you asked this question, because now we could go back and reflect like, yo, these were our expectations. We don't expect much of you. This is what we think that we're working with right now. Can you get around your own flaws, Mike Brown?
I think when he had LeBron, right, he maximized him at a spot in his career where he was a limited player, right? In that 07 finals, I think that was probably San Antonio talks about how easy it was to game plan for that dude. They knew how great he was. You know that they always show that interview or that interaction with Tim Duncan and him in the back after that finals, and he's like, yo, thank you for this one, because the league is about to be yours for the next, whatever. And so obviously that turned out to be real. But
let's not forget Tim Duncan had that poster of LeBron in his locker when he yammed it on him. Or yeah, like LeBron had and Tim Duncan didn't forget that. Tim Duncan's a savage. And Robert Horry was talking mad shit about LeBron. Like, yeah, it was LeBron. He was just an athlete that just took it to the hole. We just blocked the driving lanes off. So they Flea.
At,
They really took the
at
way
22
Robert
years-
Ory said that was my easiest championship by far. Mad disrespectful.
He said, at 22 years old, we know what you like to do, and we're gonna force you to do some other shit. And
Okay,
he couldn't do the other shit.
But stay right there. You think I like the fact that I hear that my coach lost in the easiest championship for the other team that he used to coach for? And he's sitting there going, all he did was ran the same plays that we ran over in San Antonio because he got it from us. I don't want to hear about this shit, Flea. I'm very worried.
But again, we're 18 years removed. Now I'm gonna throw Mike Brown some bail. We're 18 years removed from that moment. Damn near 20 years. He's obviously had to sit on the bench after fucking up that, right? It put him in a position where it's like, we're not gonna give you a head coaching job for a decade. Sit your ass down right next to these other niggas and become a better head coach. Because you're not it. 5 games, LA got you the fuck out of here. No. Come sit next to Kerr and figure this what today looks like. So all I'm saying is he's had enough time to figure out how to be an effective head coach in this league. But this ain't Sacramento, big dog. There ain't no cowbells. There ain't no fucking hit the beam. They not gonna be excited or for making the playoffs. This is a different animal. Different animal. I don't give a fuck about what you like to eat. Don't talk to me about your wife no more. I don't care about the fly Navy suits. Nigga, are we gonna coach us to win? Fuck everything else. Coach us to win, bro. That's what I'm concerned about.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's there for the taking. It's no excuse. We should be in the finals this upcoming season. I'm sorry. And I stand on what I stand on. If we're not in the finals, my opinion, Mike Brown should be fired, and we will have to make some moves, Flea. Seriously. That's where I'm at with it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds nuts, pause, but listen, you can't get an opportunity like this and drop the ball. Like how we say Tibbs dropped the ball. To me, this would be even worse. To not have to deal with Boston, Philly, or Indiana, teams that we know for a fact will be right in our way. I'm sorry.
So, OG, you saying right now, we go into next season, roster in place, Mike Brown in place. We have to win a championship. And if it don't happen, he's out of here.
No. I didn't say we have to win a championship. Remember, I said if we're not in the finals, and it's a competitive finals, 6-7 games, and like I said, there ain't no blowouts, ain't no sweep, then I can respect that. But if we are not in the finals, like I said, Flea, the way the Eastern Conference is right now, we should have the greatest season in Knicks history coming up. We should be able to win 60 games. Brunson should be the best player in the East. Cat should have one of his greatest seasons ever. Look at what we don't have to deal with. Now we have a bench. Now if the coach is coaching correctly, guys aren't tired, guys are getting their rest. There is literally no excuse, barring injuries. Of course, we want everybody healthy, but barring injuries, this should be the greatest Knicks season in history, bro. I'm sorry. We should be smoking boots in the East. And if we don't do that, and we're not in the finals, yeah, I might go downtown with the picket sign. Fire Mike Brown.
You should have did that for Tibbs. Fuck is you so passionate about firing Mike Brown for?
By the way, Flea,
What's up?
Harrison Barnes was shooting 41% from the field against the Golden State Warriors.
No. What did he shoot that game?
I'm trying to find out which game it was. He shot 24% from 3. With each game, he shot.
Oh, regardless, that's bad. That's bad. It don't matter. Never mind. Thank you. You the man. Thank you. Niggas say 24%. Sound like what Jordan shot when he was a Wizard.
And then look, 5 of 11, 5 of 13, 6 of 10, 3 of 11. All of a sudden, it dropped to 3 of 6, 2 of 5, 1 of 4. And finally, those last 2 games, he went from averaging over 30 minutes a game to the last 2 games averaging 13 and 14 minutes per game.
So then Mike Brown did the right thing.
At game 6 and 7, maybe he got hurt. because to drop off like that and you were up 2-0 in the series already. I'm just saying
these things. They was up 2-0 on Golden State. I forgot that.
Right, they lost 3 in a row. So
yeah,
but they
forgot that.
Right, so I'm just all I'm saying is that I didn't. What is Mike Brown's playoff moment? Don't remember one. LeBron had to go for the 38 special, 48 special. I don't remember Mike Brown's playoff moment. That's not his moment. That's LeBron going off.
Beating the Pistons. That was a moment for them. That was a moment because we can't shame LeBron in the finals at 22, and Horry says that was our easiest, and then poo him knocking out one of the that Detroit team was making the Eastern Conference Finals every year for like 6 straight years. He got them niggas out of here.
There's a different Detroit team, number one.
Very true, but the fact of the matter is they tweaked and was able to sustain. The year before that, 06, Miami finally knocked them off to get to the finals. The year before that, they was in the finals. The year before that, they won it. So all I'm saying is they was able to sustain it. In 07, they were much different for sure, but they knocked them off with again a 22-year-old LeBron James.
I still don't like the fact that you figured out on a defensive end these pieces to add around LeBron, but there's just not. What's the next level? Why are we seeing like I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, Mike Brown, he coached a hell of a series. I've never said that. I don't remember anyone's ever saying that. These things are the things I'm holding on to when we're looking forward to next season. You asking me, why are we gonna do? What do you expect from him? I don't expect much, please. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you have to have this kind of smoke. You have to get this kind of smoke.
That 03 championship for San Antonio, a lot of niggas on that 03 team give a lot of credit to Mike Brown and not Pop. A lot of niggas over there. I know that leans into what OG says about Pop, but a lot of niggas lean into Mike Brown was very intricate in them being able to win at 03. I'm just going off of what niggas that was there said.
What they said for you?
They said, you see, I tell the truth. When something puts you in a good light, I'm gonna still tell the truth. Niggas said Mike Brown was intricate in them just making adjustments throughout that 03 finals for them to win.
Niggas know how to get great players. Talk about they great coaching. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I just had a little moment. I apologize.
Steve Kerr a better coach than Greg Popovich? OG?
It's an argument. It's an argument.
How could you have an argument for that? Just help me. If you just talked about great players, having great players, if you just talked about having great players.
One got 5, one got Fleet. One got 5, one got 4. All I said was it's an argument. It's an argument. The way Kerr coaches, the schemes, the way that offense runs, those were some great defensive teams that played great defense. I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel you can't go wrong with either one. But to me, it's an argument. I'm sorry. It just is. Just is. And then we see Kerr coach them against Boston when he didn't have the super team. And what everybody say, get it done, Curry on his own, this and that. So, I mean, Kerr has one of those.
Kerr was part of the 72-10 team as a player. They finished that off. They won the championship. He was the coach of the 73-9. They lost. They got their ass walked down in the finals. Moments. We was talking about moments. Where does that that's not because we all and these two niggas are the legacy kings. They will tell you what a legacy is, what hurts a legacy, what builds a legacy. So help me understand. 73-9, you lose and get walked down while up 3-1. Well, what does that do for your legacy?
I mean, that's terrible. And I've said this numerous times. That moment doesn't get spoken about enough. And let's not forget, Steph Curry was unanimous MVP that season. So you have a unanimous MVP. You 73-9 and you up 3-1. So I mean, that's definitely a stain on Steve Kerr's jacket. I totally agree. And it doesn't get talked about enough. But what also doesn't get talked about enough is how many times Greg Popovich throws away seasons to get good draft picks.
One time. And he wasn't even the coach.
One time. Okay.
He wasn't the coach for Tim Duncan.
One time. Okay, Fleet.
When he did, OG, when they tanked for Tim Duncan, which was an injury for David Robinson, they didn't start the season off like, oh, we tanking. The nigga got hurt within, what was that, Fabian? What was it?
I think it was 15 games.
10, 15, yeah. And they said that. The hell with it. You seen that nigga down in Wake Forest? That nigga different. Yeah, we gonna go get him. They tanked for Wemby. Pop tank for Wemby.
I want Fabian to get some talking, brother. I don't want to take up the whole session. You know,
you're right. Let me be quiet.
Let Fabian get some talk because I will roast this shit all night for that.
It was 6 games. Do I think Kerr is better than Popovich? Yo, not the way Pop. Listen, you ain't gonna like this answer, all boy. Not the way Pop be coaching against the spread, man. Like I think it's different when the way coaches. He plays any player. The kid Jacob Paul or whatever his name is, that's with Toronto now. He's a decent player. I saw him in San Antonio first. The kid, what's the kid that's in that? He's in the Pelicans now. Murray. He had his best years with Pop. I just. A lot of people don't like him as a coach, though. Shout out to what's my guy? Sometimes he be popping in here. I forgot his name on Twitter, but he's a super Spurs fan, and he hates Popovich just like you. They never ran a set play in years, and the way Wemby's just shooting from the logo now. But I've seen games that they shouldn't even be in, and I'm like, yo, how the fuck are they doing that? Same thing with Toronto. You would think Toronto's just trash. Bet against them every night and see what happens. Go against the spread against Toronto and see what happens. They beat plenty of teams last year, and they beat the spread. Same thing's happening with Portland. You see the defense. You see what's going on there. They may still be tanking. I don't know with the Wemby injuries. I can't overlook Greg Popovich as a coach. They both have, I don't want to say 2 different styles, but it is interesting that they got the whole, Tim Duncan, Steph Curry gift package. I just don't know if I could put Kerr up there yet. Because we've seen Kerr do some shit too. We've seen him counter Ime during the championship. We've seen him have to calm down Draymond. No way in hell Popovich is putting up with Draymond. You know what I'm saying? So you got 2 different styles. Kerr's really putting up with a lot with Draymond. He's letting him yell at him and shit like that. So that's a tough question. The fact that Kerr's in this conversation is an accomplishment on its own, but I can't flat out say he's better than Pop at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Pop's legacy is 3 different decades he won a chip, bro.
Let me just ask you a question, and you can answer or not answer. It's fine. What's worse? Steve Kerr losing, being up 3-1, 73-9, which I'm pretty sure is worse. But let's not forget what Greg Popovich did, taking Tim Duncan out and allowing Chris Bosh to get that rebound and kick out the Ray Allen.
I say the Tim Duncan thing is worse. 100%. Because we saw Bill Belichick do that with the cornerback, right? With the play against in the championship. I think that's worse. Because at least with that, those are games you lost. You know what I'm saying? 73-9.
Right.
Draymond gets suspended. Bogut gets hurt. Like that, those are games that you lost. That was days going by that you could sit down and game. That was in the moment. That's for the chip. You sit down. There's no way. I don't care what he said. That's some stubborn shit to say. You should have 5. Is that 6 rings he should have?
Yeah.
And possibly go back to back for the first time ever. And
yes.
That's way worse.
Come on, bro.
Hold on. Way worse. It's one play. It's one play. I grant you that, but that doesn't make him a worse coach. It's one bad decision.
No, right. But I'm not. See, for me, I'm glad Flea asked that question. And like I said, remember, I just said it could be an argument. I didn't say Kerr was better. And remember, I never said Greg Popovich wasn't a great head coach. But when people have him up there as the greatest, that's when I go, hold up, pump the brakes. For me, that's when I say overrated. When I say overrated, of course I'm exaggerating. But I'm dead serious when I say Greg Popovich and Bill Belichick. Fabian, how long have I been saying this? Those are 2 coaches that are as great as they are because of 2 players, Tim Duncan and Tom Brady. I'm sorry. I would go to my grave believing that. Everybody says it about the Patriots. The former players, current players, everybody. We was there for Tom Brady. And when Tom Brady left, your man is now coaching college.
Okay, but I don't like how you do that and got no smoke for Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson coached a greater group of players.
3-3-peats. I'm not arguing with nobody about that. 3-3-peats, bro.
Right, and if he doesn't do that, what do you say about Phil Jackson?
What do you mean? What would I say?
If he only gets 6 rings instead of 9, and you had Jordan, Pippen, Shaq, and Kobe, the 2 best duos of the last.
He has 11.
Whatever. He has 11. The 2 best duos in our lifetime.
But just understand. Don't take 2 from him. He has 11. He has double of Greg Popovich, and he almost has.
What the fuck was he doing with Smush Parker as his point guard? When Smush Parker was his point guard, what was he doing?
Who?
When Phil Jackson had Smush Parker as his point guard, what was he doing?
The same thing everybody else was doing. 3-3-peats. I'm not arguing with nobody over Phil Jackson. 3-3-peats, Fleet. 3.
I said
no. That, but he's escaping the whole point because he's saying that
I'm not escaping nothing. I'm not giving y'all what y'all want.
No, you're saying Kerr and Popovich are only great because of Steph Curry and Tim Duncan. Yeah, somehow
I didn't say that.
You just said that. You just said without Tom Brady, without Tim Duncan.
I did not say Steve Kerr was only great because of Curry and them. I didn't say that.
So leave Kerr out of it. Popovich is only great because of Duncan, and Bill Belichick is only great because of Tom Brady. As if these coaches win multiple rings without the big dogs. Doesn't happen. So that's not a good enough reason for me to say Bill Belichick shouldn't be in the conversation for greatest coaches of all time. Same thing for Greg Popovich. Because they had a great player. They call him
the Zen Master. He has a nickname. He's known for coaching. He's known for a lot of things. 3-3-peats. I'm not arguing with nobody. He is the greatest coach of all time. Nobody has ever did 3-3-peats, bro. I don't care what team you had. I don't care how many Hall of Famers he coached. 3-3-peats.
Yo, Flea, this guy said
Michael Jordan.
Hold on. This guy said he hates. Hold on, Flea. He said he hates these people when they say they call these coaches a father figure. This guy's calling the white man master. Who cares if Phil Jackson is the Zen Master? Fuck all that.
Zen Master. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what them white folks named him, nicknamed him. That shit don't mean nothing to me. At the end of the fucking day, we're talking about a coach. We're talking about a coach that had on certain people's list 3 top 5 players on his roster for the majority of his coaching stint. He had Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant on his team. So stop. Phil is great, but I hate talking about great coaches. Great coaches have great players. End of discussion for me.
Right. Hold on. No.
Great coaches don't have great players.
Right now. Okay, you want to back me in the corner? No. Let's do it.
Have great players.
We give them up. We give the people overtime. Let's do it. Name the great players Greg Popovich and Steve Kerr had.
The great players?
Yeah.
Yes.
They have a top 5.
Tim Duncan, David Robinson, absolute great players.
Kawhi Leonard, Kerr, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili.
Great players.
Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant.
That is my point.
And none of them 3-peated.
So what? Yeah, you can name on your hand how many times a team has 3-peated. So what?
That's my point.
Your point weak like them fucking braids. No.
I know. Look. When they get personal. Look.
I just pissed off you took them shits out. You got to keep them shits. Let them shits flourish, man.
Listen, everybody in the chat, this is what we do. When they hit below the belt, you got them, y'all. Yeah,
that's my brother.
I ain't heard about that. But you made my point. You can count on your hands how many times people 3-peat. And he did it 3 fucking times. I'm not arguing with y'all.
That's great. That is great.
I like all Ball's commentary better with the braids. I'm not gonna lie. You need to get
that fucking weak ass shoulder roll.
Yeah.
Nigga kick my ass with that defense, right?
With that fucking.
That shit is a pork shoulder roll. Hey,
y'all see these shoulder rolling these niggas? Shaq, look.
You talking about the Lakers, man? Real quick. Speaking on the Lakers, Phil Jackson missing all ball. I know what I said earlier, but I'm holding you back. Shaq is back in business. He ain't playing with y'all. Flea's gonna hate this segment, and I'm gonna love it.
I might get kicked out again. Right on time.
Shaq was speaking to who the real boss was during the three-peat. Was it Phil Jackson? Was it Kobe?
When the narrative of Kobe, when he had 3 rings, he was still compared to as an equal to T-Mac, who had 0. And he kind of said the quote, like, you don't really respect the second option. You know, you respect the guy who's in the driver's seat, but you don't really respect the passengers, alluding that you were in the driver's seat and Kobe was the passenger. Do you believe that narrative that's kind of been circulating now is fair or accurate, or kind of just your perspective? Because, like, obviously you were right there with Kobe as this is going on.
You know, a lot of times you can say certain words that can be taken as negative and positive. What he said was absolutely true. But Kobe's not your average passenger. That's what makes him different. And, you know, I can say this now, it doesn't really matter whose team it was, but don't ever get a twist on who was in charge. Don't ever in your life get a twist on who was in charge. Okay? But now that we got that out the way, what he said was correct. But people respect Kobe. Like, it's just, but it's like you can have conversations, arguments, and you can have silly conversations. That's a silly conversation. Like, the man is vital to my 3 championships. Vital. I didn't do them by myself. Vital. At some parts of the series, more vital than me. I did what I had to do, but if he don't do what he ever do, would we have 3? Never know. Right? I'm arrogant enough to say I can get 1 by myself. 3 by myself? No way. Right? And when I left, he struggled to get back. And then what they did, they brought in 2 7-footers to equal what I was doing, which helped him get 2 more.
Oh, wait a minute. We can stop it right there because Flea's in the building. We don't want to lose him again. Wow. Hold up. Stop the presses. Shaq said, I'm the boss during the 3-peat dynasty. Yeah. Not the Zen master. Massa. As old Post calling him a little bit earlier. Flea, what do you think of Shaq's latest shenanigans?
Big shout out to those girls. I like them. I like the way they handle their business up there. I've watched them a few times. I enjoy what they do, and they sisters. You know how I feel. Like I like what they doing. That's dope.
And shout out to Shaq for showing them love, boosting their ratings, giving them controversial stuff. He spoke about marketing and how that could help out in general. What do you really feel about him saying? Because there's a lot of sidekick talk with Kobe, and that's where this came from. And Shaq is saying, I mean, he basically was, but show me what to do. I was the boss.
I don't know. You know, this is the era of talking. What we doing right now? We talking, right? So this is the era of talking. And this is the era of saying the flyest shit so niggas like us could do what we just did and pop it up here and have niggas talk and, you know, react to it. But again, he can come to his man's defense. Olden Polynace came to Kobe's defense the other day. I think I seen OP saying something, right? At the end of the day, like, everybody shut the fuck up and look at what really happened. Play the tape, the real tape back. Play the whole tape back. Play the tape back during the 2000 stretch, the 01 stretch. Before the finals, how did we get there? How did we manage to get there? Who was closing games, right? Who was putting us in position that, you know, Shaq, you could be a fumbling, dumbling idiot some nights and not, you know, want to be committed to playing. This nigga's going to come every night. These are things coming out of Shaq's mouth, not me. This is what Shaq said. I did not come to play every night, but I knew that this nigga was going to come to play every night. And I know we was good. So how is that a sidekick? Or how is that somebody that is easily replaced. Like OG said, winning 3 in a row. You didn't win 3 in a row with Penny, but you tried to fix your mouth and say Penny was better than Kobe at one point. You won one with D Wade, and then your fat ass couldn't stay in shape, and Riley was sick of it. Get your fat ass out of here quickly. 1 ring, get the fuck on. Like, so he don't get enough pushback on why he underachieved as a big, why he didn't act as the big brother instead of being. He's the biggest insecure. You can't get no bigger than him and be as soft as he is. Soft. That's soft. You ain't got to be tough and knock a nigga out and all that type of shit to be tough. Sometimes I think he's like really mentally weak. You get now. I'm being real. Now you getting mad at Barkley because Barkley went back and forth with Kenny. It's better to you than to me. I think you soft. You mentally weak. How the fuck could you get mad at Kobe Bryant for understanding he was great and knew that he wanted you to be great? All he wanted to do was push you to be great. You could have been the greatest player of all time, people say, if you wasn't lazy and fat. This nigga flourished during the time where Todd McCullough was guarding him, beating the shit out of Dikembe Mutombo, Rick Smiths, regular weed. Like, we don't talk about the time Shaq was flourishing. He was struggling them early 90s. That 92, 3, 4, 5, 6 time. How the fuck do you get swept by Greg Ostertag and Jeff Hornacek? What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? 17-year-old Kobe Bryant, but your big dumbass gets swept by a nigga named Ostertag. Get the fuck out of here with Shaq, man. That shit kills me sometimes because niggas don't tell the whole truth. Niggas pick what they want to talk about. This nigga couldn't do nothing with that Utah team. Niggas, shit kills me. Shit kills me. They love talking because my man is not here no more. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. The greatest of all time.
Oh, boy, you've been holding him down. You've been saying they slandering his name. He's been gone. What do you think about Flea's vitriol response to Shaq and the Kobe?
I told you yesterday, and you disagree with me. And here's another way of Kobe being disrespected. I'm mad that the young ladies asked the question, how they asked it. That's disrespectful. Once again, I said it yesterday. Why is nobody holding Kobe down? Shaq could have easily said, yo, stop calling him a passenger. He was a driver just like me. There's ways you can answer the question and be respectful. Once again, people are disrespecting Kobe Bean Bryant, and I don't know what the reason is. The people asking the questions are being disrespectful, and the people answering the questions are being disrespectful. That whole soliloquy from Shaq and them young ladies, I don't know who they are, big shout out to them, but then how they asked it, is all disrespectful. And Fabian, yesterday, this is my exact point, what I meant. When you were saying this is exactly what I'm talking about. Flea is 100% correct. I don't even have to snowball on that. He killed that. But for me, the way people are asking the questions and the way people are responding is disrespectful. Nobody has yet come to Kobe's defense correctly. I told you this the other day. I said, where's the Shaqs? Where's the LeBrons, the KDs? Where's the big dogs at? To get on these platforms and be like, yo, hold up. Y'all are wrong. And break down because y'all played against them and played with them. No, everybody want to try to go viral and do clickbait and big their own self up. It's all bullshit, but the disrespect is out of control. And I'm gonna say it again. Big shout out to Kendrick Perkins and what was my other man name? Odin Polynice. Them are the only two that's holding Kobe down with this disrespect that's coming out of nowhere. But Shaq, the way he answered that, you know when somebody say no disrespect, but then they go ahead and disrespect you? That's what that was. That's exactly what that was. Hold on, Kobe was my guy. He was great, but there's no but. So the whole Kobe thing, this shit is out of control. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what it's for. But at this point, Fabian, I'm kind of like over it. I'm tired of hearing about garbage so Kobe Bryant now because it's all in a negative manner now. I don't get it.
I totally disagree with y'all. Shaq is just one of the worst people. I don't know if he's trolling or what it is, because he is confusing. He did say he was Superman and Kobe was Batman in real time. Kobe wanted to get Shaq and Phil Jackson out of there because I think Gilbert Arenas played it the other day. He was saying, yo, I saw in the paper, in the media, they were saying I was a sidekick, and neither one of them argued it. Meanwhile, Shaq is presenting an award to Kobe, and he said, I'm Superman, he's Batman. He's the best player in the league. He said this out loud before in real time. So these are the confusing statements from Shaq because he's a manipulator. That's what he does. He's a slickster. But I don't see anything wrong with Kobe being Shaq's sidekick. I don't know what y'all are talking about. They were saying it in real time, and it was split. People were calling him 1B. There was a bunch of things being said back then. It's just that we didn't have the internet. And I would like to ask everybody, who the hell was going to play next to Shaquille O'Neal in the year 2000 and wasn't going to be a sidekick? Let's ask that question, because we're making this a lot harder than it got to be. Yes, Kobe was a sidekick, but guess what? Michael Jordan would have been a sidekick too. Hate to break it to y'all. Ain't no way Mike was going to get the ball over Shaq. That's dumb. Phil Jackson would have been like, yo, big dog, this game ain't for you. This is Shaq. He gets 10 fouls a game, 15 fouls a game.
So just hold on. So just real quick. Prime Michael Jordan plays for the Lakers, plays with the Lakers with Shaq. And Shaq is the man, not Mike.
Shaq is the number one option on offense. Period.
Okay. Period. I just want to ask. Okay.
Period. There's nothing you could do with Shaq. Nothing. He's beyond a mismatch. They changed the rules for him, bro. They put a 2-3 zone.
There's something you can do with Shaq. Detroit Pistons proved it.
No, the Detroit Pistons were taking advantage of Kobe hogging the ball, which is exactly what Phil Jackson did not want Michael Jordan to do in that scenario, which is exactly what they got Michael Jordan to stop doing in order to win championships. So if he had Shaq by his side, he's kicking that rock off, bro. Remember, shout out the book. He always says it. You got to feed the big man, bro. He's getting rebounds, and this is not just no average big man. He's a diva just like you. He's competitive just like you. I don't think the thing that we never talk about is the fact that what do you think Michael Jordan would have done in Kobe's shoes if he was 17, 18 and he was starting to blow up and we see him getting crazy and he gets charismatic. He's selling sneakers out going crazy. Remember, this happened with Penny also. That's why Shaq went out of Orlando, because Penny was getting more love than Shaq. And that wasn't Mike, but Penny was up there damn near with Mike. Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, they were damn near Michael Jordan 96, 97 in terms of popularity, in terms of the kids. I don't know about you all, ball, but he had my school in a frenzy. Them Pennies were a frenzy. They were up there with the Mikes and all that. So if Michael Jordan is sitting there in the year 2000 and he's selling kicks out the wazoo, they're about to go to a championship, they're playing in LA, and Shaq is playing games with him, that Lakers scenario might go down the exact same way that it went down with Kobe, because they're both competitive. And again, you will start off as a sidekick, because in basketball, for the first 40 years of the game, you played through the center. There's nothing wrong with Kobe Bryant being called a sidekick. I don't understand this disrespect that we always talk about. It's silly at this point. Bro, he was 17 years old in 1996. How the hell is he going to be the lead guy over a 25, 26-year-old who got a $100 million contract and left Orlando, the team who drafted him, to come to LA, the Lakers, the biggest team in the sport? No way possible Kobe Bryant is going to be the leader of that franchise. He eventually became that, but he had to fight through Shaq first. That was his team first. Hate to break it to y'all.
Before we get out of here, this is for the chat. This is for my brothers. I'm mad Flea can't be up here. But a lot of y'all in the chat, I seen somebody say, because I could see it just a little bit, where somebody said, Phil Jackson always had great players. Did Michael Jordan win a championship before Phil Jackson? Did Kobe or Shaq win a championship before Phil Jackson? I'm going to ask again for the chat, because everybody's got something slick to say. Michael Jordan was revered one of the greatest to ever do it before he won championships. Did he win before Phil?
He was called the GOAT before a ring.
did he win before Phil Jackson? As great as Shaq was in Orlando, did him and Kobe win before Phil Jackson? I rest my case.
No further questions, Your Honor. Listen, man.
All ball suckers.
Are we live?
Big Flea, never the little one.
Click the links in the comments. Click the links in the description. We got the Cash App in there. I think it's allball_TV or 3, whatever it's called. Click the link in the description, man. See up there, go to Prize Picks, put the promo code CL in there. Show everybody love. Allball-TV.com. Get in there. Stop playing, man. We got the They Scared But I'm Not t-shirts. Shout out to FY Sports having a song. They kicked up later on in the hour. Show us some love. We gotta fix All Balls Wi-Fi. We gotta fix my desk. We gotta fix our microphones. We gotta fix his phones. Flea's phone. Damn it. Stumbling over my words. Gotta read a dictionary tonight. Oh boy, we ain't playing no games with them, man. Enough is enough with these shenanigans. Hey, I gotta click this make my editing easier.
Knicks rehab.
Knicks rehab, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It's 9:30. Hey, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Wednesday, we back at it. All Ball TV. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to FY Sports. Shout out to y'all in the comments. Hit the links in the description. Hit the links in the comments. All Ball. Buenas noches, Holmes. All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.